Hi, it's Sam Morgan here from SportsHeads again. I'm joined by...
James Palmer, NFL Network. Good to be here.
Okay, for the people that don't know, what is it you do?
All right, so when two different football teams, should I say football or American football teams, are going at it on a Sunday or a Thursday or a Monday, I'm standing on the sideline, and I'll be the one when the pregame show or the postgame show goes to the field, and they get my expertise about spending time with the players all week about who's probably going to play, what strategies are you probably going to see, and then when the game's over, I'll run out onto the field, do a nice little postgame interview one-on-one with usually the star of whatever the game is. That stuff kind of airs on NFL Network, and throughout the week, I'm giving you the insight about who's probably going to play, who's not going to play, the ins and outs of pretty much everything that goes on leading into the games and then the games themselves too.
Okay. And for our student viewers, how would you sort of get into a position like yourself?
Wow. I had an interesting path. I started behind the camera. I was a production assistant. I mean, I was writing scripts, and I was working the teleprompter and, running camera and all this stuff. And then I just kind of worked my way up from the bottom all the way up. And the one thing I always said was you got to be willing to move, especially in the States. And your goal is to get to larger cities, right? The more people that are viewing you, kind of the better gig you got, right? So I started in kind of a smaller market, moved about 4 or 5 times throughout the States, and kind of just work on your craft, and the more you can do, I always realize the better at those smaller shops where you got to do a lot of different things. I always found those to be kind of really a great moment and a great teachable spot, because you get to do so many different things, figure out what you like best, and kind of move on from there. So I really climbed the ladder of just moving all over the country, getting from gig to gig, really.
Okay. And favorite part of the job?
Oh, man. I think it's getting to meet a lot of the really good people. I think right now with all the protest jazz that's going on, a lot of these players are getting painted in kind of a certain light. But really knowing most of the guys in the league personally pretty well, you get to know a lot of them and kind of what they're made up of, and kind of you start to root for certain players, because a lot of these guys are really good guys in the community, and you kind of hope to see those guys succeed. That's kind of the fun part, and the traveling part ain't too bad either. I mean, we're over here, right? So yeah, I appreciate that. I come from sunny Denver, Colorado, so that's probably one of the best part, getting to know the people, but at the same time, getting to talk to people like you and people all over the country about the job and about sports. And I mean, heck, it beats covering news, I'll tell you that much.
Okay. And with Sunday obviously approaching, what's your prediction?
Man, I don't know. I think it's so early. We really haven't seen what each one of these teams truly are yet, and what their identity is, because we've seen kind of both sides. The Saints are getting healthier on offense, and the more you can protect Drew Brees, the better. He's still one of the best, and maybe he's that small group that's the best to ever play quarterback in the league. If it's rainy, and it's got, which it might be, and it's a run game, Jay Ajayi, native of here, by the way. If they can run the football successfully and keep the Saints' offense off the field, that'll be a big ploy for the Dolphins. But I think the Saints are going to win this one if they can get some of these guys that are banged up healthy.
Okay. And do you think I could make it on the network?
Our network?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could. You know why? Because we got a lot of hours to kill. We got a digital side of things as well. So I mean, that's endless. The internet is endless. So we could throw you on somewhere there, and I think the accent would play well in the States, personally.
Okay. There you have it. This is my last interview, obviously, for SportsHeads, and I'll be joining the network next week.
Watching SportsHeads. Don't forget, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, but you can also hit us on Twitter, Instagram. We would love to hear from you. We're trying to take the program from next level to next level to next level. Enjoy.